late game execution.
No, ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
So, I have returned. I feel like I've been off for 2 days. I did make a video on Saturday on YouTube. I did. And I also made Rumble videos, but I made 2 Rumble videos this past weekend. So go check those out. Hopefully I remember to link the Rumble link down below so you can go check those out. If not, I'll probably put it in the community posts. So, but yeah, I also got a Rumble channel just for you guys to know. So, anyways, before I really get started on this video, let me address something right quick. I don't know why this keeps coming back up. I made one video about it, and that was it. I don't want to hear anything else anymore. Don't want to hear it about who I voted for. It's over. I said in that video's over. People still message me about that. It's over. Stop it. I just find it funny. Somebody's trying to say went on 3 days in a row talking about it, but never mentioned it at all. But anyways, it's my last time mentioning it. Shut the fuck up about it. I don't care anymore on who I voted for. It's none of your business to know why I voted and who I didn't vote for. But anyways, let's go on. I had to address that one more time because, like I said, I'm still getting messages in the comment section, still talking about that. I'm like, dawg, get over it already. It's over. But anyways, shout out to Sports and Fitness Rants. I listened to this video yesterday about Dwayne Wade. It's laughable. But Dwayne Wade saying that Kobe Bryant and LeBron James had the same mentality. And I guess Dwayne Wade was on it's so many damn different podcasts out there now when they talk about basketball. It's not even funny. I can't keep up. Everybody's on this podcast, that podcast, this podcast. It's like, she whiz. But anyways, he said Kobe Bryant and LeBron James they do have the same mentality. Let me tell you right here and say that's a goofball ass lie in itself right here. These guys are really working hard to rewrite history. Like, they're using blood, sweat, and tears to rewrite history for LeBron. It's just not gonna work because most of us, the majority of us, was there when some of this stuff went down. It was just over 10 years ago. Some even less than 10 years ago. It's like, you can't put the wool over our eyes and tell us something different. You ain't gonna pee in a cup and tell us lemonade. No. It's just not gonna happen. But this whole LeBron James having the same mentality as Kobe Bryant, that's further from the truth. That's further from the truth. And then I heard this story. Side note, kind of part of the topic. But I heard this story from I think it might have been Mario Chalmers. I think he might have been on the Horseman and Chad Ochocinco's. Is that a podcast too? Nightcap. And I guess he said that LeBron James used to go to nightclubs with ice packs, heat packs, just icing down right in the middle of the club. And I'm thinking in my head, like, really? He did that? Really? And then I thought about this whole MCL injury for this guy. You know, the MCL injury that was so dear, the grade 2 MCL sprain that he probably that he supposedly hurt against Minnesota in the first round. Later, we found out this fool went partying the same night they lost. And just, what was it, a week ago, this fool was bebotting and scatting at some party somewhere. So, yeah. But it just sounds like everything about this guy is just fake. Just fake. And we all know he did not have that same mentality as Kobe, because his mentality is a lack of accountability. It's always someone else's fault. Remember that now. It's always someone else's fault. Well, it ain't my fault. It's someone else's fault. The reason why we lost. Freaking ridiculous. You know, with this guy, how they try to make up stuff. They don't have the same mentality. They don't. Kobe was about hard work, ethics, determination, and once again, hard work. LeBron, nah. No. If that was the case, right? If that was the case, this guy wouldn't be moving from team to team, have more finals wins or finals, just finals championships in his pocket than what he has. It wouldn't be as bad for him. But no, this guy ain't got the same mentality. He's full of excuses. When they lose, someone else's fault. Me bringing up the MCL injury is the perfect example of how their mentalities are not similar to each other. The fact that he got to go out there and say, well, I sprained my MCL. The fact that he got to say that after they lost another series, playoff series, tells you everything right there. Tells you everything. Completely ridiculous with this guy. And people fall for it every time. And Dwayne Wade shouldn't be saying that because he was up close and center to Kobe Bryant in 2008 Olympics. We all know, if you guys watched that documentary on the Redeem Team, while they was out partying, here's Kobe early in the morning, drenched in sweat, already working. While they was late night partying and came back around 5 o'clock in the morning, Kobe's already halfway through his workout. That's the mentality right there. No one can compare. I feel like I just said this about on Saturday, how there's only one or two people that just has that absolute just dog mentality, or that mentality of just don't want to lose, always got to win, try hard mentality. Superhuman mentality. So Dwayne Wade, please stop telling these lies. Please. They call it a mama mentality for a reason. Half of these guys now are further from it. They got guys, when they lose, they want to get traded. I want to get traded and go somewhere else. I want to get traded and go somewhere else. I want to try to get someone, go somewhere else. I don't get that mentality. I just don't get it. That's why I say all the time, these guys' legacies are all screwed up, because when the tough gets tough, oh, I want to leave. Go somewhere else to try to figure the hell out and how to win where you at. Because it's not always your teammates' fault. It may be your fault. The reason why you're not winning. The reason why the results are not getting done. If you're the so-called best player of the team, leader of the team, you figure it out. Yeah, OKC in the finals, with the exception of SGA, that's pretty much it. But you know what? The rest of the team is all on the same level. Maybe it's a leadership mentality, a quality that's missing with some of these guys that they don't have. It's not always this team or my teammates ain't doing enough. Maybe it's you not leading your teammates on the way that you need them to be on. That's why Jordan and Kobe are on a different level of that. That's why today's players are never be on that level, because they ain't built like that. So anyways, yeah, nowhere close. Nowhere close. I don't know why Dwayne Wade even saying that. Don't know why. Yeah, I know sure some people say, oh, you weren't in there. Dwayne Wade was. Well, we kind of got a glimpse of what LeBron is. The mentality from LeBron. It's not just practice. It's just how they go about stuff when it comes to this game. And we all seen LeBron, when it comes to this game, it's nowhere close. Excuses on top of more excuses on top of more excuses. But anyways, in conclusion, yeah, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, not similar. Sugar don't taste like equal. Peace.